Okay, good afternoon. How may I address you?
Enrico.
Okay, Mr. Enrico. How do you make your way here today?
I just walked from my class to the counseling room.
Was it convenient making your way here?
It was along the way home, so I thought I'd seek help.
Okay. So before we begin, there's some things I actually like to run through with you. So firstly, my name is Heng, your counselor for today. And now secondly, on administration topics, firstly, the fees, it'll be total of $50 per hour sessions, total comprising of 10 sessions in your whole duration. Should you require any further time in this counseling session, it'll be total of $15 for additional of 30 minutes. And there's some schemes should you be unable to afford this whole payment. For example, the MediSave, which the government is providing you. I'm sure that you are familiar with it. So secondly, the purpose of counseling is to actually help you become a better person and also help you cope with your stresses more easily, and also learn about the different ways you can actually manage stress better. So lastly, confidentially, everything you say here will be confidential. I will not bring this out to my colleagues or any of your relatives unless deemed necessary. For example, should you inquire yourself in self-harm or harming of others, then only then I will step in when necessary. Okay, other than that, can I have your signed consent over here? Okay, thank you. Okay, so Mr. Enrico, let's begin. Firstly, what seems to be the problem?
RJ, modules, project assignments, IGs. I'm starting to get a little bit. I just can't deal with it right now, man.
I see. Okay, so I really do appreciate you taking the time and effort to especially come down to the counseling room here in RP. It's really not an easy task for you to especially voice out your issues to me. So I would like to address that this RJ and modules you have mentioned, it's perfectly normal for a student, especially now you're year 2, am I not wrong, according to the RP portal. So it's perfectly normal for especially a year 2 student like you to be facing some immense stress balancing out your modules and IG. So can I ask, how is this affecting you in your daily life?
Sometimes I'll kind of break out in cold sweat when I can't take the pressure. I'm sometimes afraid to tell my parents about how I'm doing in school. And it takes quite a toll on my own self-esteem.
So I can sense you are quite overwhelmed by all these academic issues as well as co-curriculum activities. So can I ask why? Can I ask what makes you avoid wanting to tell your parents?
My parents are those typical Asian parents who you don't get an A, you don't get dinner tonight, that kind of thing. Yeah, and when I stress out, I want to eat, and if I tell them things that are stressing me out, right, I don't get to eat.
So it's also, in addition to being overwhelmed, you are afraid, a sense of fear of your parents.
Yes.
Is that right to say?
Yes.
Okay, so let me just summarize everything you just mentioned. So firstly, of course, academics wise, and on top of that, you have your curriculum to worry about. And in addition, you still have your parents worried about worried about their expectations and etc. So may I know, of all this, which one would you like me to help you first?
I think it will be helping me manage my time better.
Manage your time. Okay, and how do you think we can do that?
Come out with a timetable.
Timetable. Okay. And out of this timetable, which one is the most hectic one, or the most heavy in weightage?
I would think one of my newer modules. Yeah.
And okay, let's see. Let's try now. Let's try to work out. As you do mention that your newer modules have actually especially a heavy weightage. So why not this? We actually can work out this new CBT schedule. So your new modules, how is it affecting your overall performance?
Sometimes it gets quite confusing, and sometimes I can't really pay attention much in class as well. So, yeah.
And that affects you how?
Because if I can't understand the class, then I can't do well in the exams, and then causing me to have bad grades. And if I have bad grades, I will be afraid to show my parents because my parents won't give me any dinner tonight.
Okay, so we end it right here, right?
Mm-hmm.